EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. And off we go from the desert. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
The first down throw was incomplete, and now 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made him comfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Well, I think to say this series has been a disaster is putting it mildly. 2 plays in, all they've done is go in the wrong direction. They need something big here. They need someone to create a little bit of a spark and prevent them from going 3 and out on their opening possession.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll have a golden opportunity to get on the board first as they start 1st and goal. That's hauled in at Kansas City.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs 7, Raiders 0.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
That one just too far, out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Besh that time, and 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That one too far, out in front. It is incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Automatic 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll look to throw. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. L'Jarius Sneed, tight coverage as he gets in the way of that one.
At the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of
17 yards. Good for a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
The throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. And on 3rd down, this ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down and 10.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Raiders have come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Now, give to Genty, running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
And the Las Vegas
sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of the bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive. Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball. And
he bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board. It's 7-3. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Finding his tight end there. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1 yard gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And now it's 4th and goal.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
10 yards on
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
2nd and inches. Now, Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. Looks like Pete Carroll wants a second opinion here, so out comes the red challenge flag.
A previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Mahomes now to throw again.
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Look wide, get this one complete, and he will score! Tyquan Thornton, touchdown Chiefs.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Raiders 3.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Lobby now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I think this drive, and particularly that last third down incompletion, Mike, has really summed up the story of this game offensively. No matter how many times they try to generate some plays through the air, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. In this case, the coverage is tight. They go 3 and out again. They've got to have earlier success and not just wait for third down to bail themselves out.
So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. In motion, that's Thornton. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
A 7-yard gain. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it, He winds up overshooting his man.
They put Kelsey in motion. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's caught! And he will score! Rashee Rice! Touchdown KC! A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Butker now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Chiefs move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Raiders 3. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense back onto the field for their next possession. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
In motion, Besh. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 19
It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Vegas.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
I got high
10.
standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing now from the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
Run right up the gut to Gentry. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd and 2. Here we go. In motion, Besh. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this first quarter of play. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
At the 11-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's Matt Ariza now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Raiders offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. He'll step up and run this. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
Anytime a defense decides to blitz, Mike, they're always rolling the dice, and we see why. You bring that extra defender, and if he doesn't get home, that quarterback not only can escape the pocket, but there is a lot of room to operate downfield.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. The RPO. That one is complete. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10.
1 quarter in the books. 21-3 is the score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take a dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. It looks like the Chiefs have it, and it is Kansas City ball.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3 and out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert. And now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the
really
pickup.
nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Mahomes back. He's going to run it. And Mahomes, as smart as they come, hits the deck, but he's got the 1st down.
A gain of 15
When you're game
yards.
planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
1st down throw, Mahomes. There he goes again. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
19 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
It wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
Play action here. Mahomes. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. That is Max Crosby. In there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Mahomes. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
They put Kelsey in motion. Third and long for Mahomes. And taking a shot downfield for Kelsey. one, incomplete. Coverage, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Raiders send their punt team out, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd and 10.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Right back to Kelsey again. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Rashee Rice.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. The Raiders offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Quick throw. Here's Pesh on the RPO. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jack Bell.
Well, after that incompletion, probably going to put an end to this drive. But what it does now is the opponent now has a chance to increase their lead because now they're going to steal an extra possession before we go to the halftime break.
Here's A.J. Cole now.
For the Raiders.
He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And we will not have a return. This one angled out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. That one swung out wide to Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Kansas City.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again.
On the 31-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's their punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He's spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Pass caught right side by Thornton. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
That's good for a Kansas
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties, make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And that will lead to a second down. Throwing now, Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half.
First down.
That one picks up a first down.
A gain of 12. And a first down, Chiefs.
Here's a handoff to Walker. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. The throw is Mahomes. Rice open, he's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for KC. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense about ready to take over once more. A run. Gentile. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now, faking the give. And the rush gets those. He'll go down. They got him.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught! And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of
A big-time play for Vegas.
And a
39 yards.
Down.
Simply put, you just have to be more disciplined along the back end, Mike, especially when you're playing against a quarterback like this. I mean, his ability to identify mismatches so quickly and then target them with the ball, you've got to take away that space, change up.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. That is George Karlaftis in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Besh. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 18, Jack Besh. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking middle, he's got Kelsey. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
And he's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To the air once more, it's Mahomes. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes. That's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. 2nd half. Drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. Here's Genty. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And the Raiders.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed to his left. Now he'll run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. In motion, dash. He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a handoff to Genchi, running left. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
Raiders.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brought down by Nick Bolton. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. In motion, dash. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
8 yards to go.
You can feel the frustration starting to build, can't you? It's in their body language. It's how they're getting in and out of the huddle. There's no tempo. There's no energy. Somebody needs to get that huddle, look them in the face and say, hey, guys, we can either sleepwalk through the rest of this game and lose, or somebody be the jump start that we need to really find our rhythm and timing. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try.
A 50-yard
officially
attempt.
an even 50-yard attempt. And that's going to run out of steam. It comes up short. No good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Up 2nd and 4.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
On third down, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Horton. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here's Walker. And he'll get about 5 here. Down to the 44.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Wayne Walker on the coverage.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds, right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more. It's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has the decision making.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. George Karlaftis getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Now they'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
All right, so the first 2, they go clearly to the defense. You get a 1st down sack. That sets everything of the drive for the offense behind the 8 ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now 3rd and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
The Raiders have their punt team out there. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Good hang time. Fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 21 yards.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. And a 1st down.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Here's Mahomes. He'll step up and run, and he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
It's a gain of 18. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Second and 10.
To throw is Mahomes. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And this is a great example of why staying on schedule and ahead of the sticks is so critical. Because even after that big 3rd down pickup, it's not enough for the first, and it brings up 4th down.
That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Third, they need 8.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 11-yard
So here comes
line.
the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll run here with Walker.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss with Walker. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
Aaron Johnson brought him down. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Mahomes back. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
4th down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
The Raiders take over first.
The Raiders
and 10
offense starting to trot
at
out
their
for this
own
next
38-yard
possession.
line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run the toss to Genti. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball. And now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Off the play fake. Mahomes working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. He takes off.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
In motion, that's Thornton. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Taekwondo.
All right, so after that rough series throwing the ball, you know, conventional wisdom says, hey, we got to come out, we've got to establish some run, we've got to mix in some runs. And while they certainly want balance, they don't also want to just become one-dimensional. So take easy throws, give your quarterback a couple easy completions, let him see the ball get completed, and it's amazing how quickly your passing game can turn around.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
It's one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your progressions, take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve at.
Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And it was really the lack of production on 1st and 2nd down that put them in this hole to begin with, Mike. So I think going forward, more execution on early downs, more efficiency. Don't wait till 3rd down to convert for a new set of downs. Be aggressive on those 1st and 2nds and take the fight to the defense.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. Patrick to throw. Open man is Horton. He's done. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Mahomes pass. Intended for Rashee Rice. Incomplete. Quay Walker on the coverage.
On comes the Chiefs punter.
In formation for the Chiefs.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Raiders offense ready to get back to work. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. They'll take this forward for about 5.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Beck. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Vegas.
And the Las Vegas
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Genti. And we brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Now, faking the give. Middle, he's got Tucker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
On the play.
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Raider first down.
At the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
2nd and 10. In motion, Naylor. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They get 15 on that game. First down, Vegas.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Run right up the gut of Genti. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Taking off, a dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce.
And he will score! Game on! Ashton Genti! Touchdown, Raiders! So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
That might be too much to overcome. They're going to remain 2 scores down here in the 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
The 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A throw left side there. Not going to find the target. Incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he searches for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. Space to run inside the 20. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
20-yard pickup there. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll send Worthy in motion. He'll try to run for it. And he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This is caught. He's got it. And they tag 2 more on to their lead.
Raiders 12.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
To return is Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The
Raiders offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
That's caught left side by Bowers. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He'll hit Tucker on the slant.
Complete to Trey Tucker. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 4.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's just a big-time play by this quarterback on 4th down. You can see he starts first look cover. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, use his legs to pick up the 1st down, and they're still alive.
They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jack Beth. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion, Naylor. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Gay to add the PAT. Not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 40 to the 20. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Mahomes. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense headed back to take over once more. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll step up and run this.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Worthy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Now, Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
It's a gain of 18.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set
Here
up.
comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Harrison Butker
So now it's
to kick
Butker
off for
following the
Kansas City.
touchdown to send this one away. Laube now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25.
The Raiders
Decent
take
field
over
position
1st and
to start
10
this drive.
at their own
The Raiders
26-yard
offense
line.
ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, Certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. It's clear whenever they were trying to set up, it was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jalen.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Mahomes going to look to run with this one.
Mahomes on the keeper. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of a yard.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 7-yard line.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Here's Walker. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. He's got it at the 3. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Here's Buckner now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. George Karlaftis getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.